guys, happy Vlogmas day 11. I cannot believe it's already Thursday. This week it feels like time just flies by. I'm starting this vlog a little bit late. I cannot believe either. There's just so many things that have been on my mind. I still have to reply to a few emails and submit an analytics for a recent paid campaign that I did. And I have to film a TikTok video. So I'm going to film it and have it up by at least tomorrow. My nails are chipped, so I've got to touch up my nails. This is really red. I think this is the one that I have on, or I could have gotten on the Paint the Town red. Pretty sure that's what it is. That's what I have on. I can't remember, but I have a few other red nail polishes that I've been reaching for, so that's why I'm slightly confused. I'm just all over the place today, but this whole morning I really wanted to get some work done, and then I was like, oh, there's this embroidery project that I started yesterday, and then I stayed up late at night to do a little bit more, and then this whole morning I ended up sitting on the couch and sitting here, multiple corners in my apartment, to tackle on this, and I'm almost done. It's crazy how addicting it is, but look at this progress so far. This is hours of work. I haven't even done much at all today. I only have the stem stitch left. These are called the French knots. The little bubble looking ones. They are my favorite things to do ever. It's so fun to create these knots. But it's like promising because I have been wanting to really hand crochet my initials onto my LL Bean tote bags. Because if you know, you buy any of the LL Bean tote bags new now, with the embroidery, it would take forever for you to get the tote. So I think they are great gift ideas to give to anyone. If you know them a little bit on a personal level, you can get the initials embroidered, you can get their kid's name embroidered, you can get literally anything. I love the idea of hand embroidery, the things that I own, so that's why I have two LL Bean tote bags. One is in the color green with the short handle, size medium, and the other one is size medium as well with the long handle. I believe I bought them last year and I showed them in one of the Vlogmas videos, but I have yet to embroider, so this is like such a good starter. Now I have a bunch of these threads. I really want my hand embroidering project on my LL Bean tote bag to be red. I can just stop by a fabric store to pick up red threads. The petals are called a satin stitch. The pink one, they are basically parallel stitches. And then the leaves, initially I did it incorrectly. Like on the guide it says you do chain stitch, and then I forgot to read the next line. It says 3 strands, and that means you have to split this thread into half because each come with 6 strands of threads. And then I just did all of these with a single strand of thread, and that was incorrect, and that's why there was no texture. It was such a struggle. So make sure to pay attention. And then the stem stitch, I have been doing it with the 6 strands. So basically just get this whole thing and try your best to loop it through this needle, and I'm glad that this needle is big enough, and it's such a fun project. I feel like I'm ready to tackle on the hand embroidering project thing that I wanted to do last year. Later on today, we are having a date night. It is spontaneous. I just booked a dinner for us. It's just a bar seating, but there's no other options available at that restaurant on the weekend, so tonight they just happen to have a bar seating at 9 p.m. at Red Hook Tavern, and they are very famous for their hamburgers. We have been there before, walk in and they quoted us 2.5 hours wait, and we were like so hungry. I no longer just walk in random restaurants now in New York on a Friday night, Saturday night, and expecting a table. I don't know, I'm just trying to be mindful of the environment that I put myself in these days, so that's why I really enjoy eating at home or supporting like small local businesses. And if there's big, popular, newer restaurants, I really want to make an effort to try to get a table to make sure that for sure I'm going to get a table. Because otherwise, if everyone in your party is hungry, it's just not going to be like an enjoyable experience. It doesn't have to be that serious, but this is a restaurant that I know it's harder to get in. And so that is also another excuse. We are going to stop by IKEA again today to pick up the thing that I wanted that I didn't get it correctly from the first time. And I'm just gonna return that pack with the little compartments, which I don't need. I don't have space for those things for now. So, but we're gonna be in that area, Red Hook area. It's further away from where I am. So every time with traffic, it's like 45 minutes. And without traffic, it's half an hour. It's not like we're driving a long distance, but there are just a lot of stop signs. And sometimes, you've gotta wait until the light turns. And it's a whole thing. So from where we live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. To go to the other side in Brooklyn, yes, it takes that long. So that's the dinner plan for for tonight. I did take out some frozen udon noodles, and I happen to have half of a silken like soft tofu and some ground beef in the freezer. So I'm waiting for them to thaw, and then I'm gonna put together a quick mapo tofu with silken tofu that acts as a silky sauce to add on top of ground beef with udon. I've been seeing that recipe on TikTok, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna taste test it. Because it's just like an itch that I need to scratch. Before I put on my nail polish, I have to put on earrings because otherwise I'll ruin them. It's like a whole process every time when I get ready to film something. And then we'll get ready to head out. We're gonna go to IKEA first because IKEA closes at 8. And then our dinner reservation is at 9. I know it's a little bit late. That's why it's good to have some sort of snack. So I think we're just gonna snack on the udon that I make. But we have another round of pho that we need to finish. So I think tomorrow, Friday night, that's what we're gonna have for dinner. And then I also have 2 portions of pho broth frozen in the freezer. So that will be like sometime next week maybe. Look at this amazing cookie. It's still chewy in the inside, even though it doesn't look like an ideal chocolate chip cookie, but mine's more like a chocolate cookie. It's the 3rd cookie that I ate today. I haven't eaten anything for lunch yet, but I've been drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of tea. This is from the brand Beauty Bio. I actually got a PR package from them a couple years ago. I still have that tool though. I haven't even used it. And I think the products, like the liquid part, expired. But this one is, I don't know if it's a new product, but they reached out to me on the Shop My platform. My nails are all dry. I replied to all my emails, hop onto a call with the customer service, and got something resolved, which is great. And okay, finally, I feel kind of accomplished in such a short amount of time. Because, you know, sometimes there are certain tasks that I just push it behind and don't get it done and just wait until the last minute to do it. This is Beauty Bio Extract Infused Clarifying. It sounds like it's a perfect thing for a pimple popping lover, which is me. I love popping pimples. It's crazy. I love to do it with my nails. I also have the pimple popping tools. I do it on myself and on other people all the time. Like, I love and enjoy that process so much. Glow Facial Hydro Infusion Pore Cleansing Tool. I tend to wash my face in the shower when I take a shower, but a lot of the time I have to do a triple cleansing to make sure that I get all of the products around my nose out. This one is the Glow Facial Concentrate. This is amazing. And then it comes with a charging cable and then a booklet. This one is the large attachment. I would assume you can be able to move to larger surface area on your face. And then there's a mini one, which is a small one. This is what it looks like. It's a small attachment. And then this one is the clarifying cap. And then there's a cleaning brush. So it says concentrate line and then water to this line. So I would assume you are supposed to dilute the concentrate that they send. That is so interesting and cool at the same time. So yeah, I'm so excited to give this a try. I will link this below if you are interested in just checking Beauty Bio out. They have a bunch of really cool beauty devices and tools that you can do if you're a beauty lover. Hi guys, please ignore the mess in the back. I didn't have time to put away my dishes today, but I just put in more hot water in my tea. I've been obsessed with tea lately, so I want to go to the grocery store to pick up more tea. Okay, I want to show you this. How cool is this? These are tin cans, containers. Comes in a set, and this was the only one left on the shelf when I was at IKEA 2 nights ago. And I cannot not get it because it's so cute. It's like in this cute pink color and this burgundy color. And it's supposed to be for coffee and tea. You can also use this to store your stationery stuff. I was planning to stick my stickers and just like random like pins that I have over the years, that I have collected over the years. But I think it will work perfectly as a coffee and tea kind of container. I can transfer my beans over. It's so cute. And then I also picked up these 2 glass containers. So here I have just my udon thaw in here, but I picked up 2 more. These come with obviously a lid, and they're made from this really heavy duty glass. I have the bigger size I bought a while ago, and then I also have the mini ones. I have a set of 3 of these. I made mapo tofu many times before, and last time I went ahead and buy this. I think it was for a Taiwanese noodle soup dish. It's called broad bean paste with chili. I'm not really sure if this is like the authentic brand either, but that's what I could be able to find at my local Chinese grocery store. But I used this before again to make Taiwanese noodle soup dish. It's also great in a lot of marinade, stir fry, and dishes like this. You can also use salt and soy sauce, but this is one important ingredient to get. Again, it's like a TikTok trend. It's not like traditional or anything. But you also need black vinegar, Shaoxing rice cooking wine. I have like a million types of soy sauces. I went to a Chinese, again, my local Chinese grocery store. If you live in New York, there are plenty of great Chinese grocery stores, and in case you don't know, Vietnamese cuisine is very similar to Chinese cuisine, so then most of the ingredients that we need, we can find it at Chinese grocery store. And I love that because the prices are a lot better. I'm just blanching my noodles. Half of it is still pretty frozen inside. So.
At some point, I started getting perceived as a grown-up. Yeah, it snuck up on me, I remember that.
To make it more kind of like a numbing Sichuan vibe, I do recommend using Sichuan peppercorn. I have these. Sometimes I like to toast them lightly on a pan to kind of wake up the flavor, and then I grind it using my pesto motor. But if you don't have it, you can also use a spice grinder. I used to have one, the small mini one. I used to use it to grind my coffee, and then once I have my fellow coffee grinder, I let it go. I give it to my cousin, but I wish I had it so that I could be able to grind up some small amount of spice. Otherwise, you can also do this. It's a lot easier. This is ground Sichuan pepper. I use this to add on top as like a topping for my noodle soups, like Chinese style, Sichuan style dishes. You can also just go with this, add into the sauce, or you can also add it on top. It's a very finely milled powder. It's not as strong in terms of flavor as the actual things. I also like to buy nuts raw. I have peanuts and sesame seeds, always raw, always available in the pantry, and I can easily toast it on a pan, like using a small pan like this. Toast up my nut, toast up my sesame seeds, and add it on top of my noodle dish. It's so fragrant and delicious this way.
I'm still learning how to live as an adult person.
Okay, let's taste test this. Personally, I don't think I'm a fan of this texture. I think it has potential if I use fresh udon noodle in the future. It's also a great way if you have a block of soft tofu, you don't know what to do with it. I usually make soup and I like soft tofu in my soup, kind of like Korean soup. I taste this Sichuan pepper that I added. Again, the soft tofu just makes it more mushy, and this is not like my favorite consistency. Also, my udon noodle is broken up and it's not like the best brand, I would say. So I'm glad at least I clear up the fridge. It's a fun dish. It's like decent and great for lunch. At least I have something in my stomach. Otherwise, I'm gonna get so hungry having to wait until like 9 p.m. for my dinner. Also, before I go, I wanted to show you how beautiful these tangerines are. I saw a bunch of old ladies at the Chinese grocery store. They were picking out these. And in the winter, I love persimmon, as you saw in yesterday's video at the end. Yeah, I love eating fruits when they are slightly cold. So I did end up eating just half of those and then refrigerate the cut up persimmon and then eat them a little bit later on, and they were so good when they're slightly chill, colder, very sweet. Every time when I go to Chinese grocery stores and I see fruits like these, the sections that have old ladies picking out, I know that's the good spot. So these are called autumn honey tangerine. Look at these, the skin is so thin and they're fridge cold. It's so fragrant. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's give this a taste test. Oh my gosh, these are so much better than those cutie ones. Look at the pulp. That's amazing. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna show you some clips if I get some on my back to IKEA journey and getting dinner. So I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new vlog. So far, my upload schedule has been 12 p.m. every day, and I think it works out so far. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Guys, I'm back at IKEA. I'm walking backwards from the cashier through the warehouse. Hopefully I get there faster, but I'm just gonna try and find that one wardrobe organizer, the correct one. Now I'm so lost. But yeah, my shoulder is so sore, as well as my thighs and my arms from lifting that cabinet home from the Lower East Side 2 days ago. But yeah, it actually feels so awkward to walk this way because the store design, it's like for one way only, so it feels very intuitive. A lot of times people complain that they would get lost in here. Then like I'm even more lost walking backwards. But look at this. I think we're here at the wardrobe section. Right here. Oh my gosh. I hit the jackpot. Not bad. So I found it. This is the right one. There's a picture. I don't know why I didn't really look at the picture yesterday. Should I get two? I'm just gonna stick with one for now. The white one. Or should I go with gray? Okay, it also comes in two sizes. This is the small one. This is the larger one. I think I'm gonna go with this one, even though it's kind of big. It's also a very nice option for gray. It's a lot more sturdy. Look at this built-in metal pieces. It's $30. There are so many great ideas and options for small homes and for wardrobe organizing. Look at these are for shoes. It's 31 degrees and they're setting up outdoor seating with heating. That's insane to me though. Yeah. But we're here an hour early. Yay, we got our table is a little bit early. It's just bar seating, not really a table, but I'll take it.
And a work in progress. With my pros and my cons, my mistakes and my flaws, don't have it figured out yet. I'm a work of art and a work in progress.